My name is Fedor Sokolov. I'm a founder of Elk Academy and a self-proclaimed philosopher. Today, this video is the first video of the series dedicated to Tim Urban's series of posts called The Story of Us. We at Elk Academy decided to make a challenge where we'd be reading this giant epic text together in little steps, going through it, and we'll be sharing our thoughts and ideas. So this one is about chapter 0, Introduction. Tim starts with drawing this little doodle where he shows how each of us is the little cell in a giant organism, a giant being that we call the society. Then he asks a question: how does this giant look like? And at first, when the first thing that comes to mind, he thinks that this society giant looks like this. But then, if we look closer, it's actually, Tim thinks that it looks more like this. So then Tim thinks, okay, why does it look this way? And what is actually this giant? What are the little parts that this giant consists of? And so he understands that he wants to write a post about society. And when he tells it to his friends that this will be a giant post about people, media, government, the way we think and how we think, all people just started to tell him, like, no, don't do it. This is too much. This is too controversial. This is scary. This is dangerous for you. And so basically, Tim then makes a conclusion then that, wow, why is this giant is so afraid to talk about itself? Yeah, and this becomes also one of the kind of motives of the post. And so, you know, Tim's series is called Wait, But Why, and like one of his signature methods is going deep down into rabbit holes until he understands everything about the subject. And in this particular case, when we talk about society, he understood that it's a deep rabbit hole. So it took him 3 years to write it, and studying it, he had to look at the US history, the world history, the evolutionary psychology, political theory, neuroscience, thousands of articles and interviews and podcasts and conversations, and like step by step this started to come together into this puzzle. He started to understand that all of these little stories are part of a big story. And then his wonderful metaphor, it's like he got into a mental helicopter and started to zoom out to try to see the biggest picture possible. Another interesting thought in chapter 0 is the language. Yeah, Tim notices that a lot of words, because they have such like heavy and complicated history, and so we have so many preconceptions that the world. What? So the way around it is to create a new language, and we know, anyone who knows Tim's works knows that he is so good at creating new words and notions that we can use to kind of look at things from a different perspective. Yeah, so throughout this article, Tim definitely creates the whole new language, and this is, I think, is really, really important in order for us to kind of use this new terminology to talk about things in a new way. So these new words, this new language helps us to create a new lens through which we can look at ourselves and ourselves as individuals and ourselves as society. So Tim says that the mission for Wet But Why readers and for himself, and I think we at Elk Academy really agree with that and resonate, is to make the future as good as it can be for as many people as possible. So the purpose of this series is to help each individual person to realize and to find the best ways to contribute to this future. So this is chapter 0, and we'll be all making posts about this, and this will, I hope, help us, even us, our tribe, to create slightly different perspectives on interpreting Tim's work. We definitely invite you to join us, and we'll have weekly Zoom meetings at 2 p.m. Eastern Time on Sundays. And we are open to any thoughts and ideas. So let's think together, and let's make sense of the world, and let's shape the world. So this is Fedor the philosopher. Please read Tim Urban, join our discussions, join our challenge, subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to drink water, try to exercise and meditate, try to learn something interesting every day. And specifically in this moment, it's really important to make everyone's day a little brighter. And I think the good place to start is to wear different socks.
Y'all ready for this? Yeah.